I want to know if the pendulum is starting to swing where it's like, are you starting to get angry with Skubal? Now, look, you can say the right things, but the bottom line is, if your agent is still acting like a clown in public and you believe the agent is driving the bus to you being out of town, then don't tell me you want to be in town. It's just insulting. So contract extension stuff is a little bit different, but trade stuff's out of my control. I've given everything I have to this organization. I want to be a Tiger for a very long time. I love Detroit. Hopefully I'm here. That's where I'm at with all of that. He was asked about facing Polanco again had he stayed in the game to end the season. The way the at-bats had gone with Polanco even earlier in that game, he hit a foul ball home run. I just don't think the matchup was going to be in the cards that night, close quote. And I already know what you're going to say, so I'll say it for you. Jack Morris never would have said that. Justin Verlander would have never said that.
Jack Morris.
Well, I'm just saying, dude was
No, he was money. I'm just like, wow.
Dude was headed to free agency and threw a 10-inning complete game. I mean, look, I know it was different times. The point I'm making is, where are you at with this Skubal thing? Rieger did a really nice job last night. And again, I don't have to totally agree to appreciate it was a compelling argument he made. That keeping him here for the year has more value than more of this rosterbation of prospects and things and people that we won't see till 2030. And Lord knows Scott Harris has shown no willingness to trade. Or are you ready to just pull the damn plug? Now, here's the question. You guys can say it's fair, unfair, material, or immaterial. For me to be ready to absolve the organization and say GTFO to this guy, show me where the organization has made a good faith offer. Mm-hmm. I don't want, because Boris has already slandered this team, and I'll defend them to a certain point. But if they trade this guy and we don't see a report that they offered 5 at 240, something where we could all look at each other and go, all right, he was going to be the highest paid player, highest pitcher in baseball. And they gave him a lot of term, 5 years, a lot of term, possibly the most term, a lot of term. I can say the organization, the same way they went after Bregman, but fell short to stupidity, I'll have their back.
Man, I would be willing to go 4 at 160 and just say, you know what? You didn't want to invest long term, but we'll give you $40 million a year for this short period of time. Mike, at least I could say it was an offer. Okay,
5 at 250's got a ring to it.
It does, but I'm setting the floor.
That's fair. Okay? Hey, look, if we don't see a report that they offered something,
anything
we can
beats that $80 million.
That's my point, and that came from Boris to Heyman, and that Heyman's a lapdog. But it just that's the part. Well, I'm going to be upset at everybody involved if this plays out the way it's hurtling towards, which is don't tell me you love me, don't tell me you want to be here. But you had your agent do everything to get you out of here. Mm-hmm. And then the team, I can't even feel good about them. No. If the only offer that ever is unearthed is 4 at 80?
Yeah.
That's not even real.
If you bring him back and he plays all next year, you got to come out at the beginning of the season and put it into all of this, because every game, every time he pitches, every time a microphone goes in front of any of his teammates, that's going to be the question all year long. It will be a distraction. You're going to get sick of that. And if you're the Tigers organization and you bring them back, just be prepared. Hey, guys, we're going to build. We're only focusing on this year. We will deal with it in the offseason.
248-539-9797. I'd like to go right back to the people. David, we can bump back with Boris Sound at 3:15. We'll do ticket text later in the hour. Right now, Marvin is up next. Marvin, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, Marv. What's going on?
You guys. I listen to you every day.
Thank you, Marv.
My thing is this. I agree that my thing is what if Skubal wants to win a championship? And so far, for like the last 2-3 seasons, the Detroit Tigers haven't done anything to show that they really want to be a championship contender.
Oh, and that's where I blame the franchise for that trade deadline, because if your intent was to convince this guy to stay, that deadline did a terrible job of it.
And that's all I'm saying. if one thing say we want you to take a little bit less money, why am I taking a little bit less money to lose?
No, there's not less. Hold on. Marvin, I want to be clear about something. All I'm offering is a different version of the Bregman deal. Bregman couldn't get the term he wanted. So he opted to get paid more than Aaron Judge this season, have a good year, opt out, and he'll get a huge deal now. For Skubal, it's simple. We're not going to give you 10 or 9 or 8 years to a pitcher, but I will pay you $8 million more a year than Zach Wheeler makes, and I'll go 5 at 250. And if you turn it down, that's on you. That's not on me as an organization.
Yeah, but it's not like he doesn't have any money. He wants a championship. And if I take this, what are you going to do to show me that you're a championship caliber team? And so far, the answer to that has been absolutely nothing.
Marvin, I get it. I think I see what you're saying. Is the team is not putting players around him. They're not showing how serious they are. They're out to win a division and not out to win a World Series. That's what it looks like.
Thank you. That's exactly what I'm saying. And that's what he wants. And if they're not willing to go there, all the money in the world is not going to make him happy because he got plenty of money. He has the awards. He wants a championship. I'd rather go somewhere I sign me for a little bit less, but give me one of those rings like what's his name got. I'm good.
All right. Hey, listen, I'm just, again, not going to question a guy's willingness to win, a want to win. They all want to win. I think this is just simple. Don't give me empty words. I don't want to hear it. You want to be here, there'd be a way to do it. Now, if they went to the Tigers and offered an opt-out heavy deal that on paper would satisfy the MLBPA, but in practice, the player would have complete power to opt out multiple times. Look, if you don't want that, then you were never serious about being here. If you want someone to hand you 10 at 400, great, it'll never be here. And that's fine. I won't belittle the organization for that. I don't think 10 at 400 is a good idea. I don't.
No. Unless you want Miggy the final years.
Yeah, and oh, by the way, paying this guy during a work stoppage where they're not playing in 2027. I'm willing to have it in a shorter term, but I'm sorry.
And I think that's maybe where the Tigers are, and where the Tigers need to really step up to the plate and say, hey, guys, look, we don't know what the future is going to be after this next season. So, yeah, I think they're willing to risk it, knowing by the end of next season we'll know if it's going to be a strike or not. If it's going to be a strike, okay, we'll figure it out. But if it's not,
that's also the leverage you can have is that if you don't trade him, here's me supporting your point, even though I don't want to because it makes me feel bad inside. But your point, you're going to pitch him and you're going to go, hey, guess what, buddy? Hey, buddy, you're pitching. You're stuck. And now when the season ends, there will not be a season next year.
Right. Well, what about my future contract? What about your contract now? You're pitching. See you out on the mound. We'll yank you after 6 innings.
Take care of some business and back to the calls.